ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, everyone. So we welcome all of you in the evening session. We'll continue from our topic, from the topic discovering sublime joy through sound. It would be good if possible for you can turn on your videos, please. So I'll just share the slide, just a second. Yeah. Is the slide visible to all?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah. Last time, in the last session, we just discussed that why sound vibration is important and how sound vibration helps a person, how sounds affect even in the material realm. So sound does greater effect in the spiritual realm also. And how does that help? We discussed what's the power of sound vibration. Now, today we'll be discussing that why for spiritual emancipation, for spiritual elevation, and if we want to achieve happiness, why transcendental and spiritual sound vibration is important. And today we'll be learning some scriptural references from the holy text of all the major religions as a reference why in every religion, almost every religion of the world, it has been said that holy sound, calling out God is very, very important. Be it Hinduism, be it Christianity, everything. So we'll move forward with these references. Yes, scriptural references. Recommended processes for self-realization. If someone wants to know his self, someone wants self-realization, wants complete happiness in his life, so he should call out the names of God. Basically, he should meditate on the names of God. The transcendental sound vibration will actually purify our heart and our mind both. And it's not just don't just discuss it because it's very very relevant nowadays and it's trending yoga meditation, but actually it has been revealed in the scriptures. And how that happens, we'll just see. So this is a process of different processes of the different ages, like Treta Yoga, where meditation, sitting and meditating on the super soul was the main process. Different The time has been divided in four phases: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, just a second, yeah, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga. So this age of Kali, this age, especially if someone wants perfection, he should chant the holy names of God, and which is very very easy, very very feasible for everyone. And let's discuss what major religions discuss and recommend about chanting. So this is a quote from Christianity. Christ glorified the Lord's holy name by saying, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Right? In Islam, it has been recommended to chant the names. Yeah, in Sikhism, basically all different religions. And Sanatan Dharma, this recommends, just a second, oh, just went ahead. Yeah. Even when Hinduism recommends that we should be chanting and meditating on the holy name of God. Basically, I want your response in the chat box. If at all, just say yes or no. All of you must have experienced chanting or meditation to some extent for some period of time, either through music or through meditation. Now, I want your response in the chat box. If the process would be like doing yoga or like standing on your toe with hands raised, and you have to stand like that for 10,000 years, then we'll be achieving, then we'll be achieving some perfection. How many of you think that sort of practice would have been possible by all of us? Yes or no? You think we would have done that by any means? What's all of your response? What do you think? Is that even possible for us? Would someone try to do that? Yes or no? I'm waiting for your response in the chat box. If at all, such difficult means of meditation, such difficult means of perfection or changing our heart, purifying ourselves would have been the process that we need to stand on a toe for 10,000 years at a stretch. It's just not possible. So, in this age, chanting and meditation, the divine sound, divine vibration is a very, very easy process. It's very, very easy that way to achieve perfection. So, these are some quotations from scriptures that why chanting Hare Krishna gives purification, and it is the only means of this age of Kali. It's a very easy means. It's a very easy method to achieve perfection. And why someone may question that why we have been given easy. We should have, you know, we should have got something difficult. Like we sit at a place and we put fire all around us, and then we'll be tolerating the heat. Then we'll achieve some perfection, right? And therefore, all of you must have already experienced that what is the mantra we chant? It is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So all of us have already chanted, we have got some experience. So these are just some references why this mantra is chanted, right? So now we'll just discuss some scientific studies about chanting. We discussed earlier how different religions treat the process of chanting. Now, scientific studies about chanting, there are some scientific researches which have shown that how chanting Hare Krishna, it helps. It has helped in developing our brain, developing our tissues, and shown some significant results if the chanting is practiced for a specific amount of time. All right, just a second. There's a beautiful video which is there. Just a second. Are you able to hear? Is the sound coming? Can someone respond, please?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I can hear.
Okay.
No, we can hear you, but we are not able to hear the video, right?
Oh,
That
all right,
is
all
that
right.
the
Yeah, that's what
question?
I was asking. Just a
Yeah.
second. I'll just share it again. Okay. Just let me know. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to hear the
Spiritual
video.
disciplines recommend meditational practices such as silent meditation, silent recitation of mantras,
Let me know if you're able
and
to hear.
also the verbal repetition of specific mantras out loud. A clinical test of the benefits of mantra chanting was performed on 3 groups of 62 subjects, males and females of average age 25. They chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 25 minutes each day under strict clinical supervision. Results showed that regular chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra reduces stress and depression and helps reduce bad habits and addictions. These results formed a PhD thesis at Florida State University.
Yeah. So this is the research which has been done, a PhD thesis at Florida State. So the point is that when this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the chanting of Hare Krishna is done for a specific period of time, consistently, continuously, it does give good benefits, right? And we discussed in the earlier session that how sound vibration affects. It even give affects negatively. Positive sound vibration affects positively, the negative sound vibration affects negatively, and the transcendental sound vibration, the chanting, this chant of Hare Krishna, it gives immense benefits. And this has been scientifically proven as well. Right. So there's this research which is being done. Sorry. So Dr. David Wolf has made this research of 31 males and 31 females chanting Hare Krishna and different sound vibrations being, you know, transferred to them. And the results showed that the individuals who practice chanting Hare Krishna, their brain cells, their brain developed to a uniform state. It's not something, some magic may not happen that automatically all bodily functions will be, everything will be set apart. If someone is having something in his body, you chant Hare Krishna and it goes away. But point is, it makes the mind uniform. It keeps the mind calm. Many such researches are there. We won't discuss every one of them. I have many of them. We have even discussed this many times in many universities where I have spoken. But so we just showed one of them. All right. Research outcome. So these are the research outcome has been shown on graph. Significant reduction in stress and increasing in sattva. Sattva means the word sattva means mode of goodness as per Bhagavad Gita. Mode of goodness, just remember, very important. Mode of goodness has two symptoms as per Bhagavad Gita. Sukham and Jnanam means happiness and knowledge. So the more sattva we develop, the more happy we become despite the circumstances, and the more knowledge we get. Knowledge not in terms of technical knowledge, knowledge means how we have a very firm, stable, balanced perspective, even in crisis which we are facing in our lives. And how that increases, how's that developed? When a person, for a significant amount of time, he chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He chants regularly. So this is very, very important, and even results have shown this. Divided into three groups, the Mahamantra group, alternate mantra group, control group. Even sometimes there has been, people have been subjected to hard rock music and even plants, even, human beings. And the researchers have shown that you know, uh, the state of their brain was disturbed. The texture was disturbed, not in the sense that they got some brain disease or something, but the brain became restless, the mind became restless hearing that music, and that's what happens. Last time we were discussing, so someone even mentioned that point. I don't remember. I think it was Nicole only that when we hear music, we just remember our past, going with our family, climbing the cliff, things like that, right? So music does affect us. So therefore, this transcendental vibration, when done for a significant amount of time, it does give us some positive impact. Now, lastly, we'll discuss this benefits of chanting. All of you must have already experienced many benefits of chanting Hare Krishna. But now we'll just see scientifically what results have shown. So this is the graph which mentions down to the lowest we see sleepy zone, which is mode of ignorance. We'll discuss this in our later sessions, what is mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Then is drowsy zone, a person is always sluggish, as we say. At the top, we have hyperactive zone. You must have seen people who are very hyperactive, continuously working, no sleep, no balanced food, very hyperactive. Then comes the active zone, and Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the middle brings you to relaxed, alert zone. That is something which we are aspiring for. So we should always be practically saying we should be in the spectrum of active zone and relaxed, alert zone. That even though we are relaxed, mind is relaxed, but it is alert, it is conscious. It is always conscious. What is mode of goodness? Very simple definition. Please remember, when we chant Hare Krishna, our mind comes to the mode of goodness. A mode of goodness means that everything we do in our life becomes a conscious decision. We don't do anything pleasure centered. We don't make unconscious, restless choices. We don't make random choices. Every situation in our life becomes a conscious decision. So therefore, this is something, the relaxed alert zone is something which is achieved by chanting Hare Krishna. A person becomes relaxed and he's very alert, right? So the second benefit is chanting of Hare Krishna burn away bad habits. And we see example of how in the US in the 1960s and 70s there was this culture of, there was the counterculture going on basically. Everyone knows that. Because the younger generation, they kind of rejected this lifestyle of lavish eating and living. They became frustrated. And we saw, as per history goes, that how by chanting of Hare Krishna, they became very improved individuals. This has happened in America itself. And in many places, we have seen that. Even if a person he has at most, like if he has the worst habits of this world, when he chants nicely, when he performs meditation, all these habits are burnt to ashes. They are burnt away, they are gone. And as we discussed, he develops mode of goodness. He becomes a conscious person. Not as he was unconscious before, but every decision he makes very consciously. So therefore, this is one of the effects of chanting Hare Krishna. Okay, next is freedom from sinful reactions. Right? We discussed four types of sinful activities: intoxication, illicit affairs, right? Plundering, thievery, and meat eating, violence on other animals. So one becomes free of all these sinful reactions, which may, which we have to pay later because everything has to be paid off. We discussed in the last to last session about the law of karma. Whatever we do, as you sow, so shall you reap. All right. So therefore, by chanting Hare Krishna, we become completely free from sinful reactions and relief from unwanted material desires. Every one of us desires something, but from unwanted material desires like negative thoughts, anxiety, depression, relationship issues. So, mind doesn't give us any more whimsical thoughts and desires, random thoughts and desires, which may be harmful to us. We'll learn about this. There's a very beautiful session, a topic which we'll be taking in the future session, Art of Positive Thinking. In that, we learn more about thoughts, what kind of thoughts we have, four kinds of thoughts which a person gets. So we learn about that. But the point is, when someone chants, he gets rid of these negative thoughts, which can actually destroy a person, make him self-destructive. Next effect which chanting of Hare Krishna does, and actually now these are some famous people who are regular chanters. They are now sharing their experience, what Hare Krishna chanting means to them. These are some names, some general and some famous, that famous people. If I start my day on a spiritual note by chanting Hare Krishna, I can make it to the day in a pleasant mood. Yeah, that's how the day should be started. So if we wake up in the morning, the first thing we do, if we chant our rounds, if we chant Hare Krishna for some time, whatever is comfortable for all of us, and then we start our day, then we start our daily activities. So our whole day becomes very pleasant because the mind becomes uniform, the mind becomes calm, and we come in relaxed alert zone. Yeah, so these are some different people. Sorry. Ramesh Lal, who's Toronto Health Spa proprietor, he says chanting Hare Krishna it brings him real peace. This is one Bollywood actress who's saying it creates a magic. So we should all chant whenever possible. When I'm stressed out, printing executive, he's saying it clears his mind and brings him back to focus. So we're just seeing different people sharing their experiences of chanting Hare Krishna. some professors, some industrialists from India. This is George Harrison, appreciating chanting of Hare Krishna, really a process of having realization of God. It actually gives us some divine experience which is out of this world, which we have never experienced. Alfred Ford, CEO of Ford Motors, it has changed his lifestyle. It helps us becoming our better version. And that's why we come here, like right. That's why we are discussing here. That's what we have that's why we have come here. That's the purpose, that we become a better version of ourselves every single day. How that happens? When regularly there is chanting of Hare Krishna. Some time of our day, of our busy schedule, we should take it out. We should take out some time and practice chanting on a regular basis. And that's when it will show its actual effect. Right? And this is the mantra which we all of you must have already chanted before. Just a second. This is the chanting mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If it's difficult for you to pronounce, you can even write it on a paper and keep chanting daily. So now to summarize, this is what we learned. Effect of sound vibration, process for self-realization, scriptural references, how different religions, they authorize the chanting of Hare Krishna. Scientific study on effects of Mahamantra, how chanting, it clears out the mind and makes it uniform. And we saw research of Florida State University. And the last benefits of chanting Hare Krishna, we saw different benefits. Burning away of bad habits, sinful reaction, makes the mind calm. It makes us a better version of ourselves. And what is the mantra? We learn in the last. So this is the summary of our topic, discovering sublime joy through sound, and that's the mind map. If all of you want to take an image, you can take this. To summarize, this is the mind map which has been created, right? So now we'll stop here for now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments, corrections? If someone has, we invite you to speak up, your reflections for this topic, and what was your experience, and what is your experience of chanting Hare Krishna. So whoever is interested in, kindly raise your hand and speak up. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, over to you now.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the session. It was really very informative. Can I add something?
Yeah, please add.
Okay, so most of us are familiar with the Hare Krishna chanting, but there are some people who don't know anything about Hare Krishna. So can you tell the meaning of the Hare Krishna? These words might be new to them.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
what every word signifies. And there are so many mantras that we all chant, like when we are in India. So Om Namah Shivaya or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. So why one should chant only Hare Krishna mantra? So what is the main significance behind that? So these are two questions. If you can
Yeah,
little bit
okay.
explain
Thank you very
about
much, Mataji, for your questions. Essentially, as we discussed in our session, that there we should be chanting some mantra so that our mind is calm and we become a better version of ourselves. Actually, if we chant any random mantra, keeping aside the spiritual vibration, if we chant something and we just meditate, our mind can become calm, but it doesn't remain calm for a long period of time. What happens is, after doing some meditation, we return back to our normal activities because the propensities and habits don't change. And therefore, we switch to spiritual sound vibration because it not just it gives us some inner peace or we feel blissful, it also purifies us. Our habits are gone. We give up our bad habits. Our mind is cleansed. Our intelligence becomes sharp. We become more focused, and we get the strength to resist temptations of this world. So the point is, when we switch to spiritual sound vibration, It already has the effect of giving us peace and joy. Apart from that, it also purifies us. That's the first thing. Now, coming back to the question why we should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra because even if we chant spiritual sound vibration, it is the name of God. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, actually, it doesn't contain any prefix or suffixes. It is just the name of God. And therefore, it is one of the most powerful. Even we discussed in our session that how it is even given in scriptures. It is mentioned in the Kali Santaran Upanishad that this is the most powerful mantra for this age of Kali. Why? Because it contains only names of God. The second question, why it has to be chanted? What's the meaning? The meaning is very, very simple. Hare means the energy of the Lord, the potency of God, and Krishna is one of the name of God. Rama is name of God. Krishna is one of the names of God, which means all attractive. Rama is also one of the name of God, which means he is source of all pleasure, source of all bliss. So God is the source of everything, and also God is the source of bliss. We discussed earlier how we are searching for happiness and satisfaction, and God is the source of all satisfaction. How we look forward to get attracted to people, and God is the source of all attraction. He's all attractive. So, what is this Hare Krishna Mahamantra? We just pray to God, who is the source of all attraction and who is the source of all satisfaction and happiness. And along with this energy, along with this potency, our prayer is that let us be engaged in service, in potency of God, who is all attractive and who is the source of all happiness and pleasure. That's a simple prayer. That's the English translation of whatever we are chanting. That let me be engaged in your service. We don't want anything else. I don't need anything else. I just want to be engaged in your service, oh my Lord. I want to get connected to you. Since I am a spirit soul, I'm not this body, and you are the super soul. You are the Almighty. We just want to get connected to you through some service. That should be the mood while chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. I hope that answers.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Any reflections from others?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Thank you for your presentation. I appreciate it. How long should you chant in each session that you sit down to chant in? And so two questions. How long should each chanting session be if there's a specific time frame that you would recommend? And then how do you best prepare yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually before you chant?
Yeah, very nice questions, very relevant inquiry. Thank you, Joy, for your inquiry. I appreciate that. Actually, we'll come back to, we would take your second question first, how to prepare. The best way to prepare is, I heard somewhere that best way to prepare for chanting in the, I would like to first start that the best time to chant is during the morning hours. Why? Because as we see on the roads, early mornings have less traffic, less accidents, apparently. So, early morning session, early morning hours, we have less distraction and restlessness in our mind. So that's the best time to chant, and therefore people nowadays they do yoga and meditation in the morning hours. That's the best time. Now, we just don't directly chant in the morning, and we would think that we can chant nicely. To chant nicely so that our mind is calm, cool, and composed, we need to prepare the night before. What do we need to prepare? We need to take a good sleep, right? And we need to give our mind less inputs which can be distracting to us. Like if the next day, if the previous day we have fought with someone, we got into a conflict, we got into argument, we saw some movies, and we did some really bad habits, and the next day we sit in the morning to chant, that would be disturbance. Because our mind will naturally reflect our thoughts which were created the previous day. So that would be a problem. So therefore, we should make our lifestyle in such a way, as we discussed, mode of goodness. We should make our lifestyle in such a way that our lifestyle, we make good choices so that our mind is cool and composed and we can chant nicely, peacefully in the morning time. That's the answer to your second question. Firstly, the first question you mentioned, how long we should chant. Actually, it completely depends on the person. But we can start with at least 15 minutes. That's the starting. Even if someone's schedule is very, very busy, very hectic, he doesn't have time for anything, at least 15 minutes in the morning. We can sit peacefully and chant and hear. Whatever we chant, we just hear it attentively without our mind getting distracted. Right? And apart from that, there is also like we can chant on counter. There is some digital counter we can take and chant. There's some facility of beats, if those counting beats, if are chanting beats, if it can be available. That's the best method. But if it's not there, that's not a problem. We can just sit for 15 minutes and chant peacefully and hear attentively. Chant clearly and hear attentively whatever we are hearing. We can get started with 15 minutes. And gradually, the more we increase the time, it can be 30 minutes. Like I on a daily basis, I chant for 2 hours. 2 hours daily in the morning, and I see that all like my whole schedule gets very uniform. I do things very easily, right? So it can be even to 2 hours, even though having a busy schedule. So it like for but we can start with 15 minutes, and it can go till 2 hours as per availability of time. I hope that answers.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for your question. Any
Can
other
I add one?
Yes, Mother, please.
So, just one realization. All our material activities or day-to-day activities that we do, like going to office or cooking or anything, can be considered as zeros. 0, 0, 0. And chanting or putting God is considered as putting one in front of all those zeros. So that when we put one in front of all those zeros, that will make value. Otherwise, everything will be zero. So every day when we are starting our day, we first give priority to the God, because the air, that oxygen that we are breathing, the sunlight that we are taking, the body that has been given to us is the gift of God. So this chanting is an appreciation and showing our gratitude towards God and being thankful for all the beautiful gifts that God has given us. Because if we don't have this body, how will we go to work? How will we take care of our family, our jobs? So it's an act of being grateful, and it's not very difficult. It's like we every day we talk to our loved ones on phone. So chanting is basically talking to God, and the language that God loves to hear is the Hare Krishna mantra. It's a very easy and sublime way of reciprocating with God. So hope this helps too.
Yes, thank you. It's a beautiful example. Actually, chanting is our voice call, 2 hours exclusive voice call with God.
To the God. Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Nicole, would you like to say something?
No, well, of course, I always almost have something to say, but I actually had a question because I think you brought up a good point, Dolly, earlier when you asked him to clarify why Hare Krishna would be why we actually use that as the mode for chanting. And what I didn't get a chance to do was to write down his answer where he said what Hari was. I love that what he said, but I can't remember it, and I didn't get a chance to write it down. So I was hoping that you would repeat that answer for me. And secondly, I also it does resonate with me where you said that it does improve individuals and allows them to refocus and almost complete tasks when you're starting off with a good sleep in the morning. I totally agree with that. Because if you're going to bed with your television on or social media on, and there's something negative that's happening to you, you're not starting. You may end up with a nightmare. So it just kind of um, um, resonates with me if you're starting off your base in the morning with a good sleep, and then move into meditating in the morning, which I was doing, and then I moved away from it. Consistency being key. I can definitely start back with the 15 minutes, but I do understand the reason why you say that the good sleep will actually give you an even playing field for starting your morning off, because it does actually allow you to focus and refocus your mind in order to complete tasks. So last week was I'm just going back to what you said last week, where the mind itself creates illness. It can either create an illness or it can calm itself. So tying it into our lesson even today, it does make a lot of sense where if we continue to chant regularly and heal the body and continue to heal the body, that's what the chanting does. It just kind of calms your mind. It gives you good presence of mind, and it takes away all that cloud of negativity that you have throughout your day. So it just kind of paints that or it kind of gives you a clean page, if that makes sense. Sorry for the rambling, but I've got so much running around in my head for today's lesson. So I just wanted to kind of download all of that. Hopefully it made sense.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Actually, it's a very beautiful reflection that how that helps. And actually, this experience is required. At least whatever we are recommending or whatever we're discussing should have some positive effect. And that's a kind of review of chanting. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And would you mind explaining again one more time what the answer was for Harry?
Yeah.
For when we start off with Harry, what was the explanation? I know that's his name, but
Yeah.
you said something like it was like a beautiful light or something that was
Yeah.
really
I'll just
profound
repeat.
to me.
I'll just repeat. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So again, repeating it. Hare means the energy of God, the potency of God, because God is all powerful. So anyone who is powerful and even with a big status, even we see in this material world, they are never alone. They have their whole entourage with them.
Okay.
So Hare means the potency and energy of God. And the name Krishna. Krishna is the name of God, which means all attractive. God is the source of all attraction. And if someone gets attracted to God, he never gets attracted to anything else in this world. He's all beautiful. Source of all attraction, full in six opulences. We'll mention this in the next sessions. Another word, the syllable Rama. Rama means the source of all pleasure. Whatever happiness a person gets, it's actually a very infinitesimal part of what God is source of. So if someone wants ultimate and complete happiness, God is the source of complete happiness and pleasure. So therefore, when we chant Hare Krishna and Ram, when we chant the Maha Mantra, so what are we praying? It's a prayer. We are praying to God, who is source of all happiness and who is the source of all attraction. We pray that such God, please engage me in your service. Let me never forget you. Let me again establish my connection with you, which I have forgotten due to all my other activities. So that is the prayer we chant. That's what it signifies. And how that happens through the potency and energy of God. That's why this is the meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I hope that helps and makes sense, Nico.
Yes, thank you. It was
Thank
very
you.
clear.
Thank you. Thank you, Nico. Yes. Anyone else?
So can I add one more thing?
Yes, please,
Sorry.
Mataji.
So one more realization would like to share was about spiritual currency. And then one thing that is certain in our life is uncertainty of life. Anytime anybody can die, right? So whatever wealth that we have accumulated in terms of gold, dollars, properties, cars, nothing is going to go with us when we leave this body. But when we chant this Hare Krishna mantra, it's like accumulating the spiritual wealth. And this body, you can assume it like a bank, not like a Bank of America or TD Bank, but it's a spiritual bank. And the Hare Krishna mantra is a spiritual currency that we are accumulating, depositing every single day. And this spiritual wealth, nobody can take away, nobody can steal. It will remain there as it is till eternity. So there is no loss of when you chant this Mahamantra, the benefits are innumerable. So we can make it as a routine, like how we charge our laptops, our phone every day. So we can charge our body, our soul, our consciousness every single day with the first thing in the morning, just giving those precious 15 minutes to the Lord. So charging our consciousness, right? Hope this makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're giving us abbreviation, the statements, takeaway statements. Chanting is like charging of our consciousness. Thank you.
Just trying, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I'm not a good speaker like yourself.
No, you are. You are indeed. Everyone will forget whatever I said. They'll just remember whatever you said. Chanting is like charging. You're the show stealer here. Thank you.
No problem. Then we have Renu Mataji, Karuna, Swati, and Avdesh Prabhu, Purnachandra Prabhuji. Anybody would like to say, give any feedback or
Okay. Karuna is saying I have someone at home. Yes, Purnchand Prabhu?
It was nice, Prabhu, especially the meaning, how you explained. So thank you for that. A nice session. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, okay, anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gokul Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for this opportunity. We have, for me, it's been not a very long time, but about an year with Krishna consciousness. And about chanting, yes, I know the basics of chanting, and we do few rounds, not the all 16 rounds, but I do realize that it's an important part of the day. So I definitely in the morning when we start our day, it's something that now I have started and I am continuing and I feel good about it. But in today's class, Prabhuji, it was the very catching point is about the sounds that you mentioned. I think this level of detail was something new for me, and I was curious about the class, looking at the flyer on Gokul Mataji's picture, and she shared also. So I was very curious of how the sound vibrations really works. And with this Mahamantra, it goes into your consciousness. So I am thankful for the class and talking through so much of details. Definitely, it is very helpful to all the new people who are coming into the Krishna consciousness, because it's the very crucial part of understanding the mantra and why chanting. So very well described, and I loved it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji, for your appreciation.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Anyone else? Swati Mataji wants to say something?
Thank you so much, Prabhu. The class was so very good, and firstly, understanding the meaning. And I used to I know this Maha Mantram, and I used to tell my grandparents to chant all the time, but I never know the meaning of it. But one thing it was used to be in my head is like when I'm scared, when I feel alone, when I'm like helpless, I used to always chant it. So now that I know it, it's like very good, and happy that I am doing it. And another important thing which I want to share is like, especially when I go for walk alone. In India, whenever I used to go, like somebody used to accompany me. Here, when I go for walking and all, especially I go walking in the nights around 7:30, 8 or 8:30, sometimes 9 also. So I feel scared. But when I chant and when I do that running and walking, I feel very happy. I feel like somebody is there. I'm not alone. And it's always very nice, Prabhu. That experience, I don't feel scared at all. And I always enjoy going alone also now because I want to enjoy my own chanting. When I walk alone or chant alone, when I scream and chant that Mahamantra, like loudly, I hear that sound. I hear my own voice, but it sits in my head so well. And it will be like I'm away from this world. So I love it. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for your appreciation. Thank you for your realization. Okay. All right. Uh, I think we can conclude here, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, unless Avdesh Prabhu is left. Yes.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
It was wonderful lesson, and today I came to know the real meaning of Hare Krishna mantra, and yeah, it was really good, and I feel so good to know the actual meaning of the Hare Krishna. And like you explained, this mantra has just a name, nothing, suffix and anything. And also, I have heard, the Kali Keval Namadhara means is very significant value of the name. So it motivates me to do it more and more. And also thank you to Gokul Mataji. She explained me that my body is like a bank. Don't put the money in the Bank of America. So now I'm going to focus, put more money, so I can take this with me when I die. But that's true. I'm not gonna take the house, car, properties, anything. So that would be the useless. So yeah, I will try put every single day more and more money in that account. So when uh, when I go leave this earth, so I can take with me. So that was really wonderful explanation, and I think she is also a great speaker. Thank you so much, both of you. And yeah, that's all. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Avdesh Prabhu. Okay. I think we'll conclude here. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very, very much for coming. Very grateful to you for all of your valuable time. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna,
Thank
Prabhu.
you, everyone. Hare Krishna. So we'll see you all next Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. Okay. Hare Krishna, Kavya. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for
Thank
this amazing session. We are grateful to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Libby, you were crunching so loud. Is it delicious? You were crunching so loud.